Yes.
Oh, is it recording? Oh.
Unique New York.
Romelu Lukaku is an absolute world-class striker.
Was it logical?
Oh my, they do it every year. Sign an absolute bunch of nobodies, no offence to them.
Copy Jadon Sancho, who else?
Right, hit me. Top four. Manchester City just gonna win it in a three-way title race with Chelsea second, United third, and Liverpool fourth.
Top four. I'm going for Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea, and Man United.
I think Chelsea will win it, or City, but I got City at 2, 3 Liverpool, and 4 United.
Got to go Chelsea, number one. Just looking at the signings, I think they're going to be amazing. Manchester City, as much as it pains me to say it, yeah, City second. Then Man United, and I feel like this will be the year that Leicester will get into the top four.
My top four, fourth place, Leicester. Great window, love the signings, and I think they're going to be really good. On 3, I'm going with Manchester United. Maybe the best window from out of all teams, and they will compete for the title, because if they don't, then time's up for Ole. There is no excuse anymore with the signings. On 2, I have City. That's just, it was the best team last season and spent so much money, and they have to be great again. And my champion this season, Chelsea. I actually and honestly believe that Thomas Tuchel is by now the best coach in the world, and the signing of Lukaku will be big for them. He's just what they missed, and I can see them win it all. Also, Tuchel has a brilliant record against all the top managers in the league.
That was his own video, that was. Bottom 3.
Okay, sorry, too long, yeah?
Bottom 3, I'm going for Southampton, Watford, and Brentford. That's right.
I'm a little bit risky here because I don't take one of the promoted teams. Newcastle, Crystal Palace, and Burnley.
Bottom 3, I'm not going to throw shade on the promoted teams, so I am going with Crystal Palace, Burnley, because I feel like they were quite close last season, and I've just got a feeling that it's going to unravel for Newcastle.
On 18, I got Southampton. I think there's something wrong with that team since midpoint of last season, and I don't think Hasenhüttl can fix it. I have Norwich on 19. Why? They spent 20 million euros on 2 Bremen strikers. Case closed. And on 20, I have Crystal Palace. I think it's a relegation waiting to happen for years now, and honestly, Vieira was a shocking coach so far, and they're going to go down.
The bottom 3, Watford, because I don't really think they've got enough quality. Norwich, oh my, they do it every year. Every year, Norwich come up, sign an absolute bunch of nobodies, no offence to them, who haven't got Premier League experience, who aren't Premier League quality, and they just let themselves down. So Norwich, Watford, and I think it's going to be the end of the road for Brighton.
Right, this is a bit lame, but I'm taking Brentford because I think they will have nothing to do with the relegation battle at all, and for a promoted team, that's a big win.
I think the surprise of the season will be Aston Villa. I think they're going to do surprisingly well after Grealish. I think they made some great signings in Emi Buendia, Leon Bailey, and especially Danny Ings. I think he's really going to have a great season. And yeah.
My surprise team is going to be Leeds. I think a lot of people expect a second season syndrome where you kind of fall off after getting promoted, but I think Leeds are so good, made some good signings, so yeah, Leeds.
I don't know if you can class them as a surprise because everyone's hyping Aston Villa, but that is probably who I would go for, just because I think that they've bought some really good players. I'm excited to see Ings, obviously Leon Bailey, etc. And I think life after Grealish is going to be all right.
Leeds United, because I think they will surprise again. They got a young, talented roster, a very good coach, and Junior Firpo, for example, is I think one of the best transfers this summer. So, are you ready for the top 7 finish of Leeds United?
Oh, I'm going to actually go with Arsenal. I just don't have much hope in Mikel Arteta. I feel quite mean saying that, but yeah, I just don't really see many, well, if any, great signings really, to be honest. Obviously, players have departed. I just don't know if he's going to be able to pull things together this season. So yeah, I'm a little bit concerned for them, and even if they're going to qualify for Europe.
Liverpool. I think Liverpool will struggle reaching Champions League football. I think they might even be struggle competing for Champions League football at all. And the same reasons I had last year. Klopp is a coach, and the style of coach has it wears down. There's some wear and tear to it, and I think this is a season where it breaks down.
Crystal Palace could have a nightmare season. They overperformed in my eyes last year, 6 points more than expected, and we don't know if Patrick Vieira is a good coach. Never proved it, so yeah, could be a disaster.
The nightmare is going to be West Ham. They were so good, almost too good last season. And they finished inside Europa League places, and that's really good, and I don't think they're going to reach the same height, so technically it's going to count as a nightmare for them and maybe back to mid-table.
My nightmare choice is going to be Crystal Palace. I think it's great to see Patrick Vieira back in the Prem, but he doesn't have the experience. I think, he just had such a bad time at Nice, and I think they're going to struggle.
I'm going to cheat a little bit. I made a top 3. Leon Bailey, Patson Daka and Romelu Lukaku.
Gotta be Jadon Sancho. Who else? Who else is it going to be but Jadon Sancho? I'm putting my neck on the line. He's going to be brilliant. This has been a long time coming, a player that Manchester United really do need. I think he's going to provide some amazing assists. So yes, Jadon Sancho.
Best signing is Danny Ings for Best signing will be Danny Ings for Aston Villa.
Romelu Lukaku hasn't officially signed yet when this video is being recorded. Looks as though he will. God, he's so good, and Chelsea are going to be ridiculous under Tuchel, so yeah, Lukaku.
A bit boring, but my best signing is Lukaku. I think, and that's something that needs to be said, Romelu Lukaku is an absolute world-class striker. Jack Grealish, not because I don't like him, I love him, but I think the price is too high. I think for that price, what you need or what you want is a player that elevates a team to a different level. With City, that's not possible just by the standards they're playing at, and I don't even see him make a big impact at all.
Well, signing goes to Andros Townsend because I don't quite know how he's done it. He's 30 years old, which is by no means completely old. Deemed not good enough for Crystal Palace, who are pushing mid-table, not worth keeping, but then good enough for Everton, who have aspirations of breaking into the Europa League. Doesn't quite add up. I think they signed him before they realised they could get Damari Gray. So yeah, Townsend.
So I don't really like the whole worst signing. I do remember that last year I got in quite a bit of trouble with Leeds United fans, so I'm going with another Leeds player, because why not, in Junior Firpo. It's just that I don't think he'll deliver as much as maybe people are expecting just because he's from Barcelona. I think expectations will be quite high, and I'm not too sure if he's going to reach them. I
don't have a worst signing. I don't think there's been a standout, shocking signing yet in the Prem, but I do think that Sancho will struggle a little bit in his first season.
I really like Jack Grealish, but it's a lot of money, and I don't know how much he will play next season at Manchester City.
First coach to be sacked, Steve Bruce. Oh my word, he has been clinging on for dear life at Newcastle. It just goes from bad to worse for them, so I reckon they'll be the team that battles relegation, and he'll be out of there first.
I think the first coach to be sacked will be Hasenhüttl. I think Southampton are really going to struggle as well this season without Danny Ings. And I think when the pressure piles on, Southampton are an ambitious club. I think he'll go.
Patrick Vieira.
For me, it's between Vieira and Hasenhüttl, and I'm going with Hasenhüttl because I think Vieira as a new coach has a bit more credit.
Probably a bit cliche. I don't know if other people have gone for this one, but I'm going to say Patrick Vieira. I'm not too sure what's going to happen with Crystal Palace, and I just don't really know what he's going to bring.
All right.